Welcome back, everyone, for another week of the Blairs recapping Big Brother season 28. I'm Tamika,
James.
and let's get into it. How's it going, bro?
Good, 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 good.
Good, good, good. So let's talk about, I guess this is week seven
Mm-hmm.
of,
Think
of
so.
Big Brother. When we left off last time, we gave a couple of spoilers. So let's get into a more deep dive about what happened with this week, starting with Yash, who we know won HOH.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I will say, it was when he won, it I've seen it over the past few weeks, but the arrogance of D, like I'm just gonna give her the arrogant player of the week because each week somebody shows, like last week it was Haley, she couldn't believe, what? And now
Mm-hmm.
this week, I feel like it's D. Like she could not believe that she was being
Yeah,
nominated
or
um,
nominated. Yeah.
for uh nomination, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
so Yash wins HOH. What did you think about that? Did you root for him? What were your thoughts?
Um, I was fine with Yash winning HOH because I knew him winning HOH, he would shake things up. For the longest, the icons have been running the house.
Yeah,
So I knew once Yash won, it would shift the power.
right.
Uh,
And it did. It did.
for a
But
moment. For a moment.
I'm about to say all things must change. Um, I still believe, even though I said that, Dee was arrogant, I still believe Haley is still overall delusional, including when she mentioned that she thought she would be voted America's favorite player.
Yeah,
So
no.
that's gonna, the way the
You
season's
know
going,
what?
I don't even know.
Yeah, you know what I think it is? They're inside this house where they have no connection to the outside world. They only are seeing what they're experiencing in the house.
Right.
So, hey, and they only realize it once they're out and they rewatch the episodes. Haley probably thinks in her bubble of the house that America likes her because at home, everybody likes her at home, you know?
Right.
She doesn't realize the narrative that has created. She won't realize it until she goes home and watches the episode.
I also think that historically, America's favorite tends to be the person who is kind of persecuted, and she has
I'm not sure.
given herself that title. Like
No.
she's had a hard week since week one. She
Yeah.
believes that, and it's like, okay,
I feel like
um,
if America picks the person persecuted or picks the person that they want to see get some power and shift things.
right, and if she was America's favorite, wouldn't she have gotten the power
Right.
in these past few
That's why
weeks?
Jason was upset. He's like, "Oh, I'm not America's favorite. They haven't called me in."
Right, right. Um, I'm sure. I'm not sure that I agree with Melody being the favorite either, but
Yeah, that was a
there,
weird. Yeah,
there she was getting the what do you call it?
the latrine.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I'm like, okay. Like I
yeah.
just like I follow the narrative on social media and I
Hmm.
did not see that. So
I didn't see Melanie was a shocker for me too.
for this one, it made me think, okay, are the producers really following? Like I don't understand. Like to me, it made me question,
Hmm.
for the first time,
Yeah.
because it's not going the way I expected. It feels like, tampering.
I could see Yash, I could see Drew, I could see Taylor, I could even see Barrett, or maybe even Lala. I could see all of them being America's favorite.
Right.
Mel really threw me off because
Yeah,
she
yeah.
even
I didn't
doesn't.
see that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Devens' gameplay? Like losing my voice in the middle of doing this. Now I'm losing my voice. So you might have to do all the talking. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
It's the
So
orange
my
juice.
so my thoughts on Devin's gameplay, you're referencing the veto.
Just overall, even
Oh,
before the veto.
oh.
Um,
Um, I'm not a big for one, I feel multiple things. I'm not a big fan of Devin's gameplay because I feel like he's not playing the best game.
mm,
He's riding on. I also feel like he's not genuine. Like he doesn't, he's only in there for fun. Everybody who else is in there, like they're really like they need the money. They want the money, you know?
Right.
Uh, I feel like he's riding D.
Mhm.
Like basically whatever D says,
What did they say? Pause. You know,
yeah.
when you said riding D. No.
Oh, I meant oh gosh. I
Yeah.
meant he's the shadow of D, you know,
Mhm.
whatever she says, he's with it. And I get when you have like a final two, you want to like
Mhm.
keep that final two, you know, right you go with them. But I don't know. I'm not a fan.
You know what's so interesting to me? So without revealing, what happened, since, since the eviction and everything like that, I saw a clip of Devens in the house, and he was talking to the camera. You know, sometimes they talk one on one with the camera,
Mhm.
and he called Lala and Taylor floaters. And I was like, he's the biggest floater in the house. To
Mhm.
me, like he's actually just sitting there and doing nothing. D is
Mhm.
doing all the work. He's
Mhm.
like, yeah, shaking his head. He doesn't give any kind of input. He allows, like from week one, remember Angela was telling him we should do this, and he's like, yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't made any any game moves, and to me, he's the floater, and it's
Mhm.
just like, uh, I'm just, I'm like really disappointed in his play, especially coming from Survivor, where I expected, more from him, but
Yeah.
what do you expect from a mediocre?
Mhm.
I'm going to
Mhm.
get into that, but you know the rest of the sentence.
Yeah.
Um, so Yash nominates Dee, uh, Haley, and Angela. I wish it was Devens, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a big move because who else was going to do it?
Right.
They all talk about it, but nobody was ever going
Right.
to
No
really
one does it.
take
Yeah.
that shot.
Yeah.
Um, So what I thought it was a good move. I mean,
I
I thought,
actually I
it
thought it
was
was
a
a
good
great
job
move.
on his part.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was hilarious that Dee was trying to bribe him.
Bribe him.
First, she's like, me and Angela, and then
Hmm.
she's like, just me. So she gave away the fact that she was working with Angela, even though it's like the worst kept secret in the house. But
Yeah.
you know, I just, what do you think about her bribe? Do you think that she showed
Used
her
it,
hands
right?
too early, used it correctly?
No, I think she used it, and I think she's using it incorrectly. I think even t talking to people about it, it was just, I think that was a poor move.
Yeah, I
A poor,
agree. I agree. And on top of that, she what pisses me off is that the fact that she can use it on any, like keep using it until it's used. It's like once
what?
you use it, I feel like you lose it.
Right. I agree.
Don't
I
you
feel
try
like
to
it should
use it,
be, I feel like it should be used. Once it's used, that's it. You can't bribe anybody anymore.
Right,
Because you have all these $5,000 sitting. And then on the other part of it, I wouldn't have used it to not get nominated. If he nominated me, fine. I would have used it on whoever won the veto.
right.
Realizing that
Exactly.
but I would say if you once won the veto, if you use it on me, you can get $5,000 because they're not lo the person who wins the veto is not losing anything, you
Right.
know?
Right.
I
And
mean, not knowing that Yash ultimately wins it, but
right, but still I mean, he might have taken it back at that point.
at that point, right?
She just showed her hand too early.
Yeah, too soon.
Um, and so before we get into the veto, we know that Devens contemplated using his diamond veto
Diamonds.
on Dee or even Angela.
It was
And
more on D. It wasn't even Angela.
well, I mean, he's talked about it. I'm saying
Yeah, yeah.
before he was ruminating about
Mm.
it. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, that's going to be the worst move. Like you use it
Dumbest
yourself.
move.
Like, what are you doing?
Dumbest.
Um, it was just stupid. So that's early on in an episode where he's thinking about it and he's like, I could use
But
it on.
that's him thinking about it and wanting to use it is because D.
Yep,
D like, but I'm like, you're not playing D's game. You're playing your own game.
right. And she's won $1 million on Survivor.
In fact, let's hypothetically say, I wouldn't even have D as my number two at the end because I'm gonna lose to her at the end. He doesn't care, so it would.
No, he's
I
not
mean,
playing. He's not playing a good game. I mean, he sucks. So then we have the creation of yet another alliance, the Mosh Pit Alliance.
mhm.
And who is in this one? This
This
is
is Drew
this is
Barrett.
everybody but the minorities.
No, it's the icons, Drew and Barrett, and then it's Mallory and Melody.
Right.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah, my ours, yeah, yeah. No, that's
And
different.
isn't Angela and Dee in it too? Oh yeah, the icon. So it's
Yes.
everybody but except for the minorities.
Hmm,
But I
hmm.
mean, Drew, he identifies as white, let's be real. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I think he's
yeah,
Mexican, but
yeah. He is. He's
he's not giving away, he's not giving Mexican vibes.
no,
He's
not at
not
all.
giving Cuban vibes.
No,
Although
no.
historically, considering when you think of the Cubans in Florida, she actually is giving away Cuban vibes. So,
No.
here we have. Um, I think a political podcast might be the next on the horizon. Who knows? Um, so then we get to the POV and Yash wins and Devens, oh, it's not over yet. When he does that, everybody's face is like, what? Like they're like excited because they're like, ooh, power. And then it quickly turns when he's like, I have the diamond power of veto. I'm taking it over. D's off. Kamu, have a seat.
Hmm,
The face on Taylor's face, the face on Haley, like everybody was stunned.
hmm, hmm.
And I think that's the only thing that he did in this game good was to just tell D about it. Like it was everybody was shocked.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like the only good gameplay that I would say he had.
Mm.
Um, but using it on her is just like stupid to me. And she's
Yeah.
acting all like, "Oh my God, I can't believe." I'm like,
Right, right,
so
right.
whack. So whack. So we know that to me that was just
It was a dumb move.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you had the diamond power veto, I would save for myself if ever, especially because they you hear rumors of them trying to go after the icon. So if ever I'm put on the block, this is my moment to use it and like change the game up. But like I thought
They could have
I
had the votes to get Haley out.
I give it. I'm not gonna say it's a completely dumb move. It was a dumb move in the sense of him using on D. It was a smart move in the sense of him putting up Kamo
Yeah, yeah,
in
I
a
agree
big
with
fight.
that. If you're
But
gonna use it, if you're gonna
you
use
could
it, yeah.
right, right. Because he used it, you kind of rectified it by putting up Kamo. The only issue is that I wouldn't have used it on someone else. I would use it on me.
Right. That's the thing. It's like, what was the benefit for
And
yourself,
it
for your
goes,
game?
it constantly goes back to him not caring. Like he's not in this to,
He's getting a break from his wife and kids.
yeah.
He's chilling. I mean, and I don't know. He comes across a little bit creepy to me
Hmm,
because it's
hmm.
like it's like he was obsessed in a way with Lyric. Remember when with the whole thing with Lyric, like he like I don't know. He just wanted to. I don't want to go there. I can't do that.
Yeah,
But I'll just
right.
say that he creeps me out. He's
Hmm.
there to chill. He thinks he's like a young guy. I mean, he got the haircut and everything now. It's just like,
Yeah, I will be excited the day he actually goes home.
yeah. I would like if he's the first member of jury. How about that? You
Yeah,
know.
sure.
Um.
Sure.
So then, in the midst of this episode, we see Melody and Mallory putting their heads together and figuring things out. Does it
Mhm.
matter? No, because they never act on anything. They're like,
No.
oh, I think Drew and Barrett
Yeah.
are like
Yeah.
maybe playing us. Oh well,
They're still
ugh, they're so whack.
they
The biggest shock, I think, from Thursday's episode was Angela winning Blockbuster.
the blockbuster. That shocked me. I saw that
Couldn't,
and I was
couldn't
like,
control her excitement. Uh, But then you know what I found out? So remember, I think it was last season. I can't remember the guy's name. He won the same competition. Apparently he trained Angela how to do it,
hmm.
just in case. Um, what was his name? He reminded me of Jim Carrey. Remember he had that face, he always made those facial, and he was with the Asian girl. I
I
can't,
know who you're I just don't remember his name.
well, apparently he was training Angela on how
Um,
to play this particular competition. That's why she stayed on the ground.
I mean, hey, it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Got it.
I'm annoyed that she won though.
I was
But
annoyed too.
it's like I don't know. Just she gives me Karen vibes. But
Yeah.
anyway, so then, leads to Kamu being evicted and no shock there. I mean, I actually wanted him out of the house a long time ago,
Me too. Me
but
too.
this past week my things shifted in a way.
Matt, me too. I wanted him out of the house for the longest, but this
Mhm.
past week it shifted. And I think the shift came because now he was going after the icons. It's like
Right.
it's
Like
yeah,
playing the game.
yeah, yeah.
And it was just ugh. And then he's very much like holier than that thou, and
Oh
even to the
God.
point where when during his post game, Julie says the Bible verse because he's such a Bible thumper and he
Hmm.
has no clue where the verse is from. I mean, I don't either, but I'm also not espousing
Yeah.
all this Bible, rhetoric
Mhm.
and everything, and especially considering the fact that she says, "Love everyone," or what did she say?
She
Love,
said, "Yeah, love everyone," something like that. Yeah.
yeah. And
Hmm.
so, and that's where apparently it comes from a specific Bible verse. So him
Hmm.
being a Big Brother fan and not knowing that verse, whatever. I'm not gonna put it on. I'm not gonna expect anybody to know every single Bible verse, but if you
Right.
come into a situation where you're like, I know the Bible, I
Yeah.
studied the Bible, I believe this, that, and the other, it's
Right.
kind of like I have you also have to sit in the space of people ridiculing you and saying you don't know what you think you know.
Right. Right.
So
Agreed.
he's just ugh.
Yeah.
So overall, what did you think of the week of gameplay? Anything that stood out that we haven't discussed?
No, I think Kama was on a lifeline. If he didn't win that blockbuster, that was it.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like if I was Josh, I would have been, I would not want to work with Devens and D because they took over his HOH and changed it. You
Right.
know, they
Right.
got one of your people out. So it's like, how do I
Well, the
recuperate?
thing about it with Yash is he drew a line by putting D up. He should have just backdoored her
Yeah.
because she was in the four-person alliance. What was the name of
Yeah.
that? Whatever that was called.
Yeah, because
So
he
many damn
won. You're
alliances.
right. You're right. He won the veto. He could have easily backdoored her. Yeah.
Right. And because then he could have just backdoored her. Even if Devens came
But
out,
I wonder if because if let's say he didn't put her up, right?
uh,
He put up Lala, let's just say, right? He wins the veto and he uses the veto on Lala to take her off and put Dion. Couldn't Devin say, no, I don't want that. I'm gonna
I think you had to use it
before.
before he was about to close the veto ceremonies over. So
Okay.
Devins would have had to use it before all of that.
Yeah, okay.
Um, but I don't think Yash would have put up Lala or
No,
Tara.
I don't think I was just using Lala as an
Oh, okay,
example.
okay. Yeah, I mean, it just, I don't know. It was just, I think it was going great for him. I think he had a good HOH, but it got spoiled by this,
The
Diamond
power.
Tower veto.
Yeah.
And it's a bit annoying that, nobody else has been able to get it.
Hmm.
And just from the jump, I mean, it never dawned on me, but like watching or listening to other people discuss the show, and it is kind of unfair that the icons came in essentially safe.
Yeah. They had a leverage up. They
Yep,
came
from the
in,
beginning.
were the only ones that were allowed to run for head of household. And from that
Yep.
point on, they already had the upper hand.
Yep, and they've had it from the beginning. All
Right.
three of them have gotten a chance to get power. I don't know. It's just to me, it's kind of unfair, and it feels like this season more than most feels like production
Mm.
has a hand in a
Yeah.
lot of it, and it's
Yeah.
even when you look at the fees they cut
Mm-hmm.
away from people
Yeah.
who they're about to get into certain things,
Yep.
and it's
Yep.
like, okay, what do y'all
Yeah.
do? But
Yeah.
like I said a few weeks ago, the network is now owned by you know right wing politicians, basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. Like I said, a podcast for another day. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so spoilers. If you guys don't want to hear any of the spoilers that have happened since Thursday eviction, sign off. Thank you for joining us, and keep those numbers going. Keep the comments coming, and we appreciate you. All right. Spoilers.
All right.
Well, are you aware of who won
I
HOH?
sure am.
Why don't you reveal it?
The winner is D. Back at it again. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
No.
I'm feeling it.
No. I mean, at like if it's not written, what bothers me is that it's not just Devens that is following. D has Devens in her pocket. D has Angela in her pocket. D has Barrett in her pocket. D has Drew in her pocket. Like
Mhm.
literally in one of the spoilers, she plans on putting Drew up to nominate him as one of
Yes,
the nominees.
we know that she put up Drew, Taylor,
Drew
and
and,
Lala.
and Lala, yep. And Drew is still rocking with her. Like,
I know. Well, Drew is so it's been revealed that the house guests, there's been some microaggressions, some
mm,
racism, if you will. So
mm,
much so that there are articles online about how Taylor and Lala are being treated. They've been
mm.
isolated. They've been, for example, they've been saying about them, um, all they're good for is to cook and clean.
Oh no.
Yeah. Um, they've been calling Taylor angry and mean and loud.
Mm,
Meanwhile, Angela's right there.
mm-hmm,
Um, they're saying the same thing about Lala.
mm-hmm.
Devens got into the one-on-one and he was like, talking about Lala. He's like, she's cool and everything. He's like, we might keep her around for jury so she can go and cook and clean for us there.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's very much
Mm.
it's kind of disgusting. And then Drew, apparently, I mean, we'll see it in the HOH meeting, nomination meeting. He had a meltdown or whatever, and he
Oh,
called
I heard about that,
Chandler.
yes.
Yeah,
And he calls out, I think it was Taylor and Lala and them.
right, right.
Hmm.
And so the house all kind of turned, and I feel bad. I hate this.
Yeah.
It's like you can never have a season where it's just normal people, but
Hmm.
this is their normalcy,
Hmm.
and to make things, they're always going to say, no, I'm not racist, but you say things that
Hmm.
are, you don't even realize how they sound. And
Hmm.
I hope they come out of the house. They never learn.
No.
But I hope they come out of the house and it's a reckoning. The thing that bothers me a whole lot is the fact that Dee and Devens and Angela have done reality before.
Hmm.
So they know.
Hmm.
It's like better. Dee
Hmm.
knows better. The thing that she's been saying about Taylor and Lala
Hmm.
is just like
Yeah.
I'm done with all of them. And it's like I'm only watching because it's like I'm already watching.
Yeah, you're already invested. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like
I've
uh,
seen online like people saying like this is like one of the worst seasons.
it is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is. It's not fun.
Mm.
And
At this point, we're just watching just because we're committed. You got to
right.
finish it out.
Exactly.
But this was not a good season. It was like I feel like this season was basically sheep. Like they just follow whatever. And like coming into the season, when you saw the icons coming in, that should have been an automatic trigger. Just how they came in is just how they need to get out. Like
Yep.
they should have been this
Immediately.
from
Immediately.
get-go. And for Barrett to be such a Big Brother fanatic and all that stuff, that you would sit there and follow them, knowing at the end of the day you're at the bottom of the totem pole.
On every alliance. Like you're not,
Everything.
and the fact that, I referenced this earlier where Devens was like Taylor and Lala are floaters. I'm like, really, bro?
No.
Melody, Mallory, Barrett, Drew, not really Drew because he's trying.
Yeah.
And Angela, they're all floaters. What are
Barrett
you
is
talking?
definitely a floater. He is a
Barrett is floater number one. Hello. I,
mm-hmm.
I just
Hmm.
I don't know. It's this season has just been like kind of horrific. And
I
even
think
past house guests have come out and said have brought up the fact that they've been microaggressive and they've been saying things. Somebody interviewed Kamu and he was like, when he was talking about, he was making homophobic references in regard to Jason.
hmm
And, he was
hmm
like, well, we'll have to have a conversation. And nobody's going to take the responsibility or take ownership of
hmm
how they're treating other people, especially if you've come out here and there's a segment of the population that are okay with it.
Right, right,
So
right. It's bad. Yeah.
yeah,
I
I'm
feel
not
like
doing it.
at this point, D is set up to win.
Yeah,
And it irks me because recognizing that she already won $1 million off of Survivor, and now you're about to win Big Brother.
I
Even
know.
I forgot her name. She came, Julie. She's one of the old people from Big Brother. The black girl. Is it Tiffany? Maybe.
Oh, that was on there the other day.
Yeah, interviewing
Oh, oh shoot, Danielle Reyes.
Danielle Reyes. Okay, she even said she was like, the Big Brother people who are not the icons should be ruling the house. Like, it's crazy that someone from another show is coming in and taking over.
I know. It's so crazy. But, what do you expect? When you they're like you said, sheep. That is like the perfect word.
Mhm.
Um, I'm not feeling this season.
Yeah,
But
no one's playing
but
their
we're in
own.
it. Now I'm like, how much longer until this is over and we can get on?
That's what I was saying. I'm like, when does this end?
It's like I'm ready for the amazing race because at least with the
Yeah.
amazing race, you just know they're just
Right,
racing.
right, right.
Yes, just it's annoying.
Hmm.
Um, and so tonight, which is Sunday,
Hmm.
they're gonna have
So,
Big Brother Unlocked.
yeah, and it's like a
I don't know
super
why
thing.
that's still on there. And then
Uh,
the regular Big Brother. So we know that Dee won it. She's nominated Taylor, Lala, and Drew. We also know who won the time capsule. Right?
yes, Drew.
Drew. So
He's the last one.
yeah, but I don't understand. I don't remember what that power does. I don't.
He won. Oh, I think it's like it's a dumb power. I
Yeah.
think he doesn't have to be a have-not, but at this point, I
That's the
think
other
that
thing. Taylor and Lala are have nots. She made them have nots as well. It's like
uh,
just say the end. Yash took the bribe.
yes, he did. Yes, he did. And
So
they're still gonna. There's a possibility they still might put him up
right.
because they
So
don't have to hold to their promise.
right. So it's
They have
just
to
like
hold to his.
so crazy. I don't know. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
not feeling this. It kind of makes me regret saying that Ashley sucked because I'm like, maybe she would have showed us something different. I don't know.
I don't
It is
know.
what it is. But
Yeah.
here we are. So
Hmm.
next week we'll meet again and recap and see how much more this slides down the hill. Um, I don't know. There's obviously you
They're
can't
gonna
get rid of
start.
Taylor and Lala, but I
I
feel
think
like
next week
Taylor is
the
what?
person coming out. I think next week the person coming out. I think they're gonna start the jury now.
Yeah, yeah. I think Taylor is probably going to be on the chopping block unless she wins the blockbuster.
Yeah,
Because they just don't like her.
yeah,
Um,
she's smart.
yeah, she's
Yeah,
smart and she's black. So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they're not going to say that. They're going to
No,
say everything but that.
yeah,
But the fact remains she don't look like them.
yeah.
So yeah, she got to go. And they don't want to ever since the cookout, it's like
Mm.
we can't let black people win again. We can't let them do that again.
Well, it was the cookout, and then after the cookout, Taylor won. So
Taylor
it's
won. And then
was
what's her name won? Did she won like a couple years ago? Starts with a C.
oh yes, that I forgot her name. Yes, I know you're talking about. Yep, Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea.
Chelsea. And then she went on to do the Amazing Race. So it's like, you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. All righty.
All
That
right.
was fun. We'll
Mm-hmm.
get back to it again next week.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, hopefully it'll be much more. I mean, this was a good week it was good to see. I mean, they edited it well, but I'm just
Yeah,
not feeling it. It is what it is.
it's a secret.
But it is what it is. All right, cuz.
All
Until next
right.
time. Thanks,
No,
guys, for tuning in.
bye, guys.